Hello students, welcome to Pathak's Computer Academy online classes. In the previous video, we learned about the network topologies. Today we will start a new topic, that is Introduction to Multimedia. So the contents we will cover is the basic concept of multimedia, components and applications of multimedia, advantages and disadvantages of multimedia. So let's start. So what multimedia means? Multimedia is the combination of two words, multi and media. Multi means many, media means the form of communication. So, multimedia means that computer information can be represented through audio, video and animation in addition to traditional media that can be text, graphics, images, etc. Okay? So, in a simple way, to express ourselves in the form of traditional media and additionally the use of computer makes multimedia effective. So the basic components of multimedia can be text, images, audio, video and animation. So let's start with one by one. The primary component of multimedia is text. Whenever we have to express ourselves, we normally use with the help of words and sentences, and these words and sentences can be made by text. Okay, and to deliver the text effectively, we can emphasize the text by using different fonts, colors and style. Here I am emphasizing this particular point more, and that's why I am using underline. So everyone get focused on this particular line than all other lines. Clear? In multimedia, text is mostly used for titles, headlines, menus, etc. The most commonly used software for viewing text files are Microsoft Word, Notepad, WordPad and many more. Okay? And the extension are doc, docs, txt, etc. Clear? I am emphasizing these three words, that's why I have done italic style. So these are some basic functionality that can be applied on the text to look effective. Clear? The next is images, or you can say that graphic. In many cases, people do not like reading large amount of textual matter on the screen. Therefore, graphics are used more often than text to explain a concept, information, etc. We always use that images, GIFs, more impact than the text. Clear? That's why we basically focused on drawing charts or photographs to describe a particular thing. The commonly used software for viewing graphics are Windows Picture, Internet Explorer, etc. And the software we easily use is Adobe Photoshop, through which graphics can be edited easily. Okay? Next is audio. I am capturing my voice through this device so that with the help of text and my speech, you can understand the concept of multimedia well. This audio will impact effectively. Okay? So, a multimedia application may require the use of speech, music and sound effect. These are called audio or sound element of multimedia. In multimedia, audio could come in the form of speech, sound effects and also music. The commonly used software for playing or capturing audio files are Audacity, Real Player, Windows Media Player. Next is animation. Animation is a process of making a static image look like it is moving. You easily see whenever you purchase a book where we move the pages from downwards to first page, the image look like forwarding. So what it is? It is a combination of various pages in which a same image is drawn but with different structure. And when we move these pages fastly, it looks like a animation. Clear? It is a series of graphics that create an illusion of motion. Some of the commonly used software for viewing animation are Internet Explorer, Windows Picture, FX Viewer. You can draw or create animation in Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. And the last one is video. I am creating my lecture in video form so that with the help of text, my voice and the combination of these convert it into a video makes effective. The term video refers to the moving picture accompanied by sound such as a picture in television. It is the technology of capturing, recording, then processing and after that transmitting moving pictures. But video takes a lot of storage space. Other than this, it saves a large amount of time. So that you have to be planned carefully. The commonly used software for viewing videos are VLC Player, Windows Media Player and Real Player. Applications, or you can say that use of multimedia. As I am a teacher, As I am a teacher, I am using multimedia presentation to make lessons more interesting. Okay, by highlighting or demonstrate key points. Here you clearly see that I am not touching all the points I have written here. I am only focused on main points. Okay? In your school, you easily see that teachers make a PPT through which they teach you with an effective manner and in a short span of time. It create or it deliver a lot of content. That's why it is easier for pupils to read text rather than trying to read a teacher's writing on the board, because of the writing of each teacher can be different. Other than this, multimedia is used for advertising or selling products on the internet. Based on different perspective of the pupil, the use of media or multimedia can be different. Many computer games uses soundtracks, 3D graphics and video clips as well to entertain you. Okay? So these are the some basic examples or applications of multimedia. Now the advantages of using multimedia. It is very user friendly. Why I am saying that? Because in the era of computerization, everyone more near to computerization. And based on this, the use of multimedia are nowadays easy. It can be used for wide variety of audiences ranging from one person to a whole group. Okay, I am creating a video and uploading to the YouTube. This video can be seen by anyone. So, if I am teaching face to face or one to one, my video is reaching to the whole world. It is flexible. Why? Being digital, this media can easily be changed to fit different situations and audiences. If I want to describe the multimedia to the intermediate students, I have to add more points to describe because of the level of the student. So I need not to start with new presentation. I have just add some more points and pages, and after that record that video. That's all. So it is very flexible to anyone. Clear? But as you know, if anything have some advantages, there can be some disadvantages. So what are these disadvantages? First one is information overloaded. Because it is so easy to use, sometimes it can contain too much of information at once. So it is very difficult to grab all of these. It takes time to compile. Why I am saying this point? For example, I am going to teach multimedia in a class. I just go there, write point wise each topic or each content and deliver everything to the students. But here, first of all, I have to make a PPT. After that, I have to record my voice and make a video, and at last I have to upload that to the students. This takes time, but after that it is much more convenient. And the last one is it can be expensive. Somehow, somewhere, if there is no such facility available, then this can be expensive. To make PPT, record voice or video and then compile in a single item. So that's all for today. Today we learned the basic concept of what is multimedia, types of multimedia and its application, and after that advantages and disadvantages of multimedia. I hope now you have some idea about what is multimedia and their applications and components. In the next class, we will see operating system in detail. Thank you so much.